Hello, children. Welcome again to the virtual session. So, today we are going to begin with a new topic, new chapter, chapter 4 Sorting Materials into Groups. So, in a day to day life, we deal with so many things around. Like, for example, we get up early in the morning, we use toothbrush, toothpaste, and so on and so forth. So many things we use since morning. So, and thing our questions comes in our mind, why we need to segregate things, why we need to have a to keep things in group. For example, we keep all our garments in a wardrobe, we keep all our shoes and footwears in shoe rack. Some more question can arise over here. Why we are using books made up of paper? Why not of aluminum sheet? Why aluminum sheet is used to pack food? Why we are cooking in utensils made up of metals? Why we need to segregate things in our life? Because we use so many things in morning, we get up and we use so many things in our life, in a day to day life, and in our mind we know how to segregate things, but why we are segregating them? So all these doubts and all these questions will be answered in this chapter, sorting materials into groups. So let us see, why do we need to group objects? For convenience to store, we often group objects in order to store similar objects together in order to make locating them easier in the future. Even in our homes, we store spices together in the kitchen while storing a washing product in our bathrooms. Then, convenience to study. We also group objects so that it becomes easy for us to study their features as well as the pattern of these features. So, since we are using so many objects in a day to day life, it is very important to group them, because you can't keep your shoes in your wardrobe where you keep your clothes. So, and similarly, you cannot have a book in made up of metals. It has to be made up of paper because you need to write. And grouping is extremely important, because then in your mind you know where things are lying, where you can easily locate, you can easily find. So, this chapter will help you to understand why you need to group things. Now, materials, you can see over here, we use in a day-to-day life objects which are made up of different types of materials. Some are over here bricks, made up of sand, leather jacket. Then you have plastic water bottle, and so many things you use with made up of different materials in a day-to-day life. So you have ornaments made up of gold, you have a leather wallet. So why certain things are made up of that material itself, was specific material for specific object, that also that doubt will be clear in this chapter. So now let us see materials. What is the ring made up of? It is made up of gold. Then you see materials. What are the bikes made up of? They are made up of metal. What are the jackets made up of? They are made up of leather. What is a bottle made up of? It is made up of glass. Materials here, what is the table made up of? It is made up of wood. Here, what is the wall made up of? It is made up of stone. Here, what is the bracelet made up of? It is made up of silver. Then, what is the hat made up of? It is made up of fur. So, now you understand that specific material used to make that certain objects. Like, for example, you have leather jackets. You cannot make a water bottle with a leather. Similarly, you cannot have utensils made up of gold. So ornaments are made up of gold. So will understand the features and their applications, their uses. So different objects made from same materials. Now it's not like leather is useful only to make jackets. You can make varieties of products with leather. Leather shoes you get, leather wallet you get. So similarly, you have one material can be used to make varieties of objects. So let us see. Here you have types of material. You have wood, glass, metal, plastic, fabric, ceramic. Now one material can be used to make different kind of objects. Let us see. Now over here, wood is a material that come from trees. Wood is cut into different shape and sizes to make objects such as chairs, table and doors. So variety of things you can get out of wood. You can see over here in this picture. Plastic man-made material, and are made using this is you can make different varieties of materials over here. You can see plastic spoon, plastic rings, plastic combs, plastic bottles, and you know variety of uses, different uses, wide use of plastic you know in your day-to-day life. So here you can see wide use of plastic in a day-to-day life. Most of the things which you use nowadays are made up of plastic. So now let us see next material, rubber. Rubber is made using sap or latex. From rubber trees, it is used to make objects such as tires, hoses, boots, and balloons. So over here you can make erasers. So you have rubber balls, rubber bands. So many wide application of rubber also you can see. So here have seen that one material with you can with one material you can prepare so many objects. Metals wide application again for metals over here. Metals are material that from under the ground, you obtain it from under the ground. Iron, steel and aluminum are examples of metals. So these are widely used. In a day-to-day life we use this metal, like you have a kettle over here made up of aluminium you can say, or steel you can get a kettle of steel. Then spoon, fork and knife. You have water bottles made up of steel or aluminium. Then you have keys made up of steel, or it can be made up of iron, aluminium. So even metals have a wide application. Now over here you see this fabrics, textile. So cloth material, fabrics can be used, different sorts of fabrics you have learned. So natural and synthetic. So all those find a huge application in a day-to-day life. You can make different sorts of clothing or in your day-to-day life for other uses. Like you can have uh, towel made up of uh, fabric, silk tie you get, bed sheets you made up of fabrics. So fabrics, natural or synthetic, has a wide application. We can use it in different forms. We can use natural fabric, we can use synthetic fabrics. So even the material, natural or synthetic, materials remain same, but you it has a wide application uh, at our home. And glass is made from sand. It is often chosen to make objects because we can see through it. So where you require to see objects, or you may want to make some fancy materials, colorful materials, that also objects you can for that objects you can use glass. Marbles, you must be aware of it. Windows made up of glass, glass jars you get, perfume bottles made up of glass, glass jug, and it has a wide application. Many more you can add in this list. So glass has a wide is made from sand. So one material can be used to prepare varieties of objects. Ceramic, again a wide application. Ceramic is a material made from a type of soil called clay. The clay is molded into different shapes and then treated to become hard. So over here you can see ceramic pedestal, dinner set, marbles, ceramic vase, ceramic pottery, ceramic jug. So one material ceramic can be used to make different types of objects which we use in a day-to-day life. Now sorting of object with same material. Let us see how we are going to sort objects with same material. Let us see. Now we have materials like fabric, wood, plastic, paper and metal. So we need to see how we are going to sort them. Which of these things are made up of wood? So you are going to write in your notebook. You are going to list. You are just going to make a list of the objects which you are going to see over here, and you are going to write a question there. Which of these things are made up of wood? And then below answer you are going to write the answer which of these things are made up of wood. You select objects which are made up of wood from here. Okay children, so this you are going to try on your own. Which of these things are made up of metal? Again you are going to make a list of all the objects. You are going to write a question which of these things are made up of metal, and then you are going to make a list of the objects we are going to see over here. You are seeing over here, and then you are going to write the answer which are these things made up of metal. Like simply you can see over here saucepan, you can see keys made up of metal and medal, tap. So you can easily make out, and you can make a list of the objects you see and answer which of the things are made up of metal. So you don't need to draw this, you just have to list the object, name the objects, make a list of it, write the answer in your notebook. Here also you make a list. These things are made up of metals, as a similar question I have discussed here. So here you can these things are made up of metals. You can make a list of the things which are made up of metals in your notebook. Which of these things are made up of fabric? So over here you can see trouser, jumper, then a teddy bear also you need a fabric, hat made up of fabric, flag made up of fabric. So again you will write a question there, make a list of the object you see over here, and only pick up those objects which are made up of fabric, and you write the answer. So here you have the answer for this. Assignment: sorting objects made up of same material. So here again you have an assignment to do. Which of these things are made up of paper? You need to make a list of the objects you see over here. Just write the names, and you're going to write the answer which are the objects made up of paper. Because you should know now which material is used to make what. So it's very simple to understand that envelope made up of paper. You cannot have a trouser made up of paper. So you just have to write the answer. Make a list and write the answer. Which of these things are made up of plastic? Again you can pick up objects which are made up of plastic. Make a list of all the objects and write down the answer. Things which are made up of plastic in the given list. You don't need to draw this. Now, two more questions for the assignment for you children. Simple assignment. Name any 5 types of material. So, you just have to name any 5 types of material. And we need to group objects. Give reason. You have to justify this. Why we need to group objects. As we have discussed in this session, you are going to follow uh, the explanation which was done, and you are going to write these 2 answers in your notebook. Thank you, children. In next session, we are going to continue with the same chapter. Have a great day.